Hiyo, Darren Hansborough from DA Components. This week's video is all about different attachments and will it fit my pole? That's the most common question I always get asked. Will the mini walnut pad fit, let's say, a phantom pole, let's say a gardener's pole, and let's say an overlay pole for argument's sake? Yes, it will. So I'm going to demonstrate a few different ways and how to fit it to your pole. So what you get is the mini walnut pad holder, and you get the adapter like so, okay? And let's say you have a window cleaning pole and you have the standard angle adapter like so. All you would need to do is just undo the thumb wheel, take it completely apart, put the smaller bolt aside because you don't need it, and it comes with a longer bolt, stainless steel, falls into place. You get your DA multi-tool, slide it on, and it fits inside the teeth. What you will find is, on most of the attachments in the industry, all these teeth on the angle adapters are all the same, so they'll all fit. So you slide that over the top, so the DA multi-tool's in the middle. You get the top half of the angle adapter, you line the teeth up, you get your little wing nut and your thumb wheel, and you've actually fitted the DA multi-tool inside your angle adapter. And in this case it's a Euro thread. This is where your brush would be, and this is where the mini walnut pad holder comes into place, like so. So you're cleaning away and you need to remove some bird muck. There's no reason why you can't use the mini walnut pad holder. It's a good scrubbing pad for everyday use, maintenance use as well, because it's only small. It weighs about 70 grams. Most people have left it on the pole now. They've got round it, not catching anything, or you can adjust it. The DA multi-tool is further back than what you can. On some you can because it's a fixed unit, but I'll show you that in the next little clip we'll do. So that's a standard angle adapter fitted with a DA multi-tool, complete, holding it together with a longer bolt, and then you can keep your bolt in your spare kit. So that's how you fit the DA multi-tool to a standard angle adapter. But then if you get this pole, this is the most common question I get: will it fit a gardener's pole? Well, yes, it will. However, it's exactly the same principle. So we're going to do it now. Undo the lever. It's not a thumb wheel now. Just undo the lever. As you do the lever as well, as it gets close enough to the end of the thread of the bolt, just make sure you got your hand over the little pin that holds it together, because sometimes that falls out and sometimes you might not find it. So the same again, pop the bolt out, put that aside. This time you get the bolt and then you slide it into the angle adapter and it just folds into place like so. Then you get the DA multi-tool. The teeth will line up again, just like the other one we've just done. Put the top half of the angle adapter over the top. This is where you've got to line the thread that goes on the bolt. Can be a bit fiddly at times. Once you get it going, you'll be fine. So there we go. I'll just thread this up. So there we have the quick lock gardener's angle adapter, where your brush would fit, and you've got the DA multi-tool on the back side there. What you will find is, once the pole hose comes through here, the pole hose will have to go around the DA multi-tool and connect into a three-way connector. This is where the DA multi-tool won't go as far back as it is because of that distance there. So what we tend to do here is leave the mini walnut pad off your pole, and then just need to use it when you get some stubborn marks off, or bird muck or something like that. So that's the gardener's quick lock. Will it fit the gardener's quick lock angle adapter? Yes, it will. Okay, so that's the Gardener's Quick Lock adapter with the D multi-tool and the mini walnut pad holder. So the next demonstration is going to be the Tucker Alpha Scrubber. And the questions I get asked here, will it fit the Tucker Alpha Scrubber? Well, yes it will. So we're going to do it. So this one has a thumb wheel. So we're going to take the thumb wheel off. Just bear in mind that you don't lose the little bolt. Just drop the bolt out. Get the longer bolt. Therewith. Just folds into position, like so. And then we get another D multi-tool. And we line it up to the teeth. Just folds into position. And then we'll slide it into the hole of the Tucker Alpha Scrubber. We get our thumb wheel again. We just line it up. And now we've fitted the D multi-tool on the Tucker Alpha Scrubber, ready for extra scrubbing power for when we're doing maintenance cleans on solar panels or polycarbon sheets. The same principle applies here. If you see, the D multi-tool does not go all the way further back because of the hole coming through with the polos, so it goes to the push fit connector. So that's the maximum distance you can get. But the same again, this will be great for when you're doing solar panels, because this is where the stainless steel pad holder comes in its place and it threads onto the Tucker Alpha Scrubber for maximum cleaning power from DA components. This is where the Tucker Alpha Scrubber comes in its own place. So you've got the over rinse bar, you've got the ability of the swivel, so you just have to turn the pole, reduce the movement walking about when you're using the pole. So then when you come into some stubborn marks or lichen spores, you can actually turn the water off your pole, turn it round, then you can adjust the stainless steel pad to any position that you want for when you're cleaning stubborn marks, solar panels, polycarbon sheets, or if you don't need the stainless steel pad holder, you can physically take it off. Now what you will find is the D multi-tool is a Euro thread, so anything will thread to it with a Euro socket. So this is the walnut pad holder, standard. No reason why you can't thread that on there as well, so you can use it like that. So you've always got the ability to put different attachments on the D multi-tool. So with the Tucker Alpha Scrubber, the question that I get, will it fit my pole? So if you've got a pole with a Euro pole tip, the actual Alpha Scrubber comes with an angle adapter already fitted. So all you need to do is just take your angle adapter off the tip and just thread it to it. And then you've got the Tucker Alpha Scrubber fitted and the polos comes through into the push fit. However, if you have the gardener's pole with a quick lock system like so, and that's a Euro thread, all you would need is the brush adapter. Flip it over the square, take your brush off and fit the brush adapter, and it gives you the ability to have the Euro thread. Then you thread that to your pole like so. But when this happens, what you would need to do is lengthen that polos from the angle adapter up to the push fit, because I do believe that would be short. And the next question I get asked a lot is, will the D-applicator fit my pole? So yes it will. If you've got a standard pole with the standard angle adapter on, like so, and your polos has come through here into your brush, and you thread your brush off and you've got the polos there. This is where the D-applicator, it's got the Euro thread, and it just threads onto your angle adapter. You set it into position, and then your polos comes through here and push fits into there. As a side note of that, sometimes if your polos is more than 8mm, it actually comes with an 8mm 6-inch barb push fit connector. Now I generally found that this connector is a lot better than just pushing the polos in there, because in this connector it's got like a little recess about halfway up the actual black barb, and once it push fits into the connector, there's a little recess there, little stainless pins, and it holds onto there until you physically push the blue clip to release it. Now this little black barb is very good for the 3-way connector where your brush is as well, because sometimes when you turn the univalve off on the, if this isn't fitted, the polos slides out all the time, and then that will reduce the connector getting pulled out all the time. So that's how you fit a D-applicator to a standard angle adapter. But the next question I get is, will it fit a gardener's pole because of the quick lock system here? This is where the brush adapter comes in its own. You slide it over, you take your brush off, you slide it over the quick lock system, get the D-applicator, and you thread it onto your angle adapter. Now the same again, what generally happens is, because you've lengthened it here because of the brush adapter, this polos here from the angle adapter needs to be extended to push into push fit. So that's how you fit the D-applicator to the gardener's pole, and that's how you fit a D-applicator to the most common pole on the market today with a Euro thread. So the next question is, will the Techno pad fit my pole? We have a Techno pad here. It's got a hole for the pole tip to fit into. It's not a thread, however it does have a hole, so when you can get some attachments, and it has a little quick release lever, so once you push it over the cone tip, it clicks into place. I don't have one here to show you, but I'll show you some different ways of doing it. So will it fit my pole? So you've got your angle adapter, you take your brush off, you can use a cone tip which threads onto your angle adapter. You can undo the thumb wheel on your angle adapter, take the D multi-tool completely away if you don't need it, tighten it up. This is where the Techno pad just slides onto it. What I tend to find is, because there's no clip for the quick release connection here where the hole is, just push it on and give it a good twist on, and 9 times out of 10 that doesn't come undone until you physically pull it off. However, if you want to leave the Techno pad on a pole, it's always there. There's no reason why you can't put a little bolt in there or a little screw, so you know fine well it'll stay in the position. So that's the Techno pad fitted to a cone tip with a Euro thread. But the next question is, again, I get asked, will it fit my gardener's pole with a quick lock system? So this is where you take your brush off the square end of the gardener's pole. This is a quick lock cone tip now. It's not a brush adapter, it's a cone tip, as it's tapered. Can you see it? Just say it's tapered. It's got a square end and it push fits over. And the same again, Techno pad, it can be a standard window cleaning squeegee, it can be a mop, but I'm just demonstrating the Techno pad. I'll show you the squeegee in a minute. So it just slides over. Same principle I said when we used the cone tip on standard other poles. Just push it on and just give it a twist, and that'll stay into position. I do believe there is an attachment from them with a quick release connection now as well. So there's no reason why you can't use that. And that's where, if this was a traditional pole made off a window cleaning pole, the same again, the 6-inch, the standard Steccone Squeegee comes into place. That can go in there within reason. It won't slide off. Please remember, I came second in the World Cup with that. Lightest squeegee on the market to date. It's incredible. Once you've mastered that, honestly, it's a game changer. But it is a retro squeegee. Just slides off the channel, change your channel, quick release handle, you slide it on to where the position you want it at, and it is a stainless steel handle. Last but not least, we have the good old favourite, the 6-inch handy sleeve. I get asked the question, will it fit my pole? Yes, it will. Inside here, there's no thread. However, these lines of plastic where you can just push it onto a cone tip and it won't come off. Same again, I've already got one set up here, like I said, I just showed you. You can just slide it over the cone tip and just give it a good old push, and that'll stay into position. And what I think this tool is fantastic for is just a bit of detail in the PVC soffits when you get that really annoying customer, could I say. I can get away with that. Thank you very much. So that's the 6-inch handy sleeve, and then it says, will it fit a gardener's pole? Well, yes it will, because you've already got the cone tip quick release adapter from Gardeners, and the same again, it'll just push fit over the top of that, and you just give it a good twist and it doesn't come off. The same again with the 6-inch handy sleeve. It does have a hole inside the actual plastic ready for that connection, so as it goes over the pole tip or the cone, it does have a quick release handle and it will click into position. So that's the 6-inch handy sleeve, one of the best detailing tools, or any tool for cleaning stubborn marks off. Any cloth will wrap around it. For argument's sake, a walnut pad, I'll just wrap around it and you can get some stubborn marks off, and it will not fall off because you're going to get a demonstration how good the Velcro is on this thing. And that's the video complete, I believe. And I hope this found this very useful. If there's any more questions or any videos you would like me to do to explain it, or any other attachments, feel free to drop me a message. Thank you very much. Darren Hansbrough from DA Component.